consciously trying to make her jealous. Now, I agree, if there is a bit of jealousy there, it is good, but that should come from the fact that you are a top-notch guy, right? Not from the fact that you are trying to make her jealous, make her think you've got other options that are right there ready to go, because you could go and do that if you want to, but you watch how quickly your life turns into an absolute freaking headache with a woman who is now jealous and suspicious of everything that you are doing, checking your phone, opening up your mail, and checking your fax machine. Ukrainian women are actually really jealous, and sometimes it can be a bit of a problem, and we have to manage that with our clients, don't we?
Yes. We are international matchmakers, and we help guys to form and build a long-lasting relationship. Guys from the West and ladies from Eastern Europe.
Jealous woman from Ukraine.
Yes, we are jealous. So what? Guys like it.
You know, it's interesting actually because, you know, sometimes on occasions I've heard, you know, things like, you know, I don't want a woman that's going to be jealous. And, you know, my reaction to that is a woman needs to have a certain level of like what we call good jealousy. You know, there's good jealousy and then there's bad jealousy. Good jealousy is that she's on her toes, you know, and she is, you know, conscious of the fact that this man, you know, could find a better option. So, you know, she needs to keep herself in check. She needs to look good. She needs to act accordingly in, you know, whatever situation and whatever setup they've got in their lives, whatever, you know, as the wife. So good jealousy is good. I mean, if she wasn't jealous and she didn't care if you left, well, then that's a real problem. But there's also bad jealousy as well. You know, she's going through your phone, through your mail, or maybe not your mail. Maybe she's checking
mailbox.
She's checking your private faxes that you've been getting sent through. But you know, she's checking that stuff, and then that becomes like an obsession. And quite often there may be some underlying issue there. Maybe she's like, I don't know, some mental illness, whatever it is, covert narcissist, something, whatever, doesn't matter. But we wanted to talk about this, didn't we?
Very.
This jealousy.
We very much want to talk about this. But you know what? I will say this. Yes, Ukrainian ladies are jealous, and when like they maybe it's coming from overthinking, and because like if they're in a relationship, they do care about their man. So I don't know, maybe Western woman, like when she has a boyfriend, because like sometimes I hear things that are very, very strange for me. So when the American guy tell me that, you know, like I need to know for sure, right, if we're in a relationship, because on the West, until they're committed. So even if they're having sex, like on the West, like the lady can go out and like the guy is going, like for me, it's like this part of this culture is not understandable. But in Ukraine, like if you are in a relationship with a person, if you have having sexual relationship, especially, like you are in a relationship. And so you're not looking for anything else. But if you are looking for anything else, you're finishing that one and you go to another one. So, and the thing is that Ukrainian ladies, like they want to know, especially on a big distance, that the guy is there, and they are worrying, you know, they're worrying about other ladies that are around you. This means that, you know, she understands that there is a value in you, that she sees you as a high priority in her life, and there are things that she can't control. You know, maybe if she would be around you, she would not be acting like that. So you need to give her a little bit a discount, I would say, on like her acting. But what I'm trying to say here, that you don't understand yet, but it's like some guys, unfortunately, and nobody can prove me wrong about this, they making their woman jealous, consciously or subconsciously. And I will give you one example, and I will honestly ask you guys not do it. So on the West, most of the time, guys have not a very good relationship with their ex-wives. Unfortunately, they can't communicate with their children and they can't see them, they divorce in bad matters and stuff. But there are certain guys who are in a good relationship and they very much cherish this relationship with ex because they have chance to talk to their children, to meet them, and also sometimes they even spend time together as a family in order for children to see healthy relationship between their parents, no matter like even they're not together. So the problem that is happening there is that Ukrainian lady, if you communicate with her and say, next weekend I will go to my ex-family, you know, and I will spend the weekend with them, and the guy usually, because he's so much happy there, not with the ex-wife obviously, but with the children, with spending time there, that he forget to message the woman, that he is not checking his phone, that he is like sending some pictures how good of a time there, and the lady thinks, so what? Like, does it mean that he's going back to his ex-wife? Like, if everything is so good? in your mind, you know for sure that it is not going to happen. That you, in your mind, you're just happy for the ability to go to the weekend and spend time with your children. But for Ukrainian lady that you left without attention, without messages, and with these happy pictures, like what else should she think? How would you feel like if this happened? Would you agree?
Yeah, but okay, so you say that they're doing it on purpose. So
I said consciously or subconsciously.
Yeah, okay. So that's more. Because I'm going to talk about something here in a minute that's talked about in the red pill. It comes out of the red pill toilet, and it's so he's doing that because he didn't think. He just didn't really think what he should do in order to manage that situation. So the woman that he is with is not going to be a pain in the ass for him later on with jealousy and stuff like that. So there's another term which it's called dread. And it's a red pill term, and it's ridiculous. And so you see these red pill coaches saying, like to make her jealous, to keep her on her toes. And, so you should be consciously trying to make her jealous. Now, I agree, if there is a bit of jealousy there, it is good. But that should come from the fact that you are a top-notch guy, right? Not from the fact that you are trying to make her jealous, make her think you've got other options that are right there ready to go. Because you could go and do that if you want to, but you watch how quickly your life turns into an absolute freaking headache with a woman who is now jealous and suspicious of everything that you are doing. Checking your phone, opening up your mail, and checking your fax machine all hours of the night. So that's a bad thing, right? So I just wanted to throw that in there. Now, the other thing I want to say here is that when it comes to jealousy, sometimes people think, well, I want her to stop being jealous. Well, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, jealousy inhibits us through evolution. Men become jealous as well if they see another man hanging around his wife or girlfriend or whatever. And the jealousy through evolution, the theory is that was created within us or evolved within us to ensure paternity, to make sure that, hang on a second, this guy's not going to be having sex with my woman because I may end up raising that child. So here's this feeling that comes inside of it. And people do crazy things when they're jealous, right? People have killed people through jealousy.
Angry.
Yeah, and the different emotions are triggered and come out, and they can be extremely dangerous. And so it must be a powerful feeling. It's not just some light feeling you think, I'm a bit jealous, but I'll just get over it. It's not like that at all. It's extremely powerful. And with women, I think it's the same as well. They would have evolved as well to have that feeling, this warning sign that goes off inside their head that is saying, I better be careful here because he may impregnate another woman, and then his resources and his time is going to be taken up, not with my child, but also shared across other children. And I don't want that. So the jealousy will kick in there as well. But I think that, Ukrainian women are especially jealous. And maybe that's because of the environment. It could also be part factor that's contributing to it as well as the socioeconomics of that country as well. Is that if I find a good man who has good resources, I need to make sure that I keep him. So the power or the strength that's behind her jealousy is more so than, say, a woman from the West who knows that, if he does cheat and leave or whatever, that's fine because there's plenty of resources that's going to back me up in these Western countries anyway. I can just make a phone call to the government and I'm getting, free housing, free food, whatever it is. In Ukraine, they don't have that. So they need to be especially careful that those resources that man has stays with her. So I think that explains the jealousy part of it. Of course, if a woman has been burnt in the past, the same way with a man, like if he caught his wife cheating, he's going to, going forward, his brain has been scarred by these emotions, by these thoughts, by this experience that he's had. Going forward, he's going to be more careful. And that sometimes happens too. We refer to that as maybe baggage. And it's something we try and get our clients to leave behind because it can derail them faster than just about anything. And when it comes to women as well, they've been cheated on, they're going to be very suspicious of men going forward. And every little thing, she's going to think, he just wants sex. We hear this a lot. Well, did he just want sex? Is he just here for sex? And she's got some baggage that she's dealing with as well.
But one thing, guys, that I will ask you not to do is not make her jealous on purpose. Because I'm telling you what's going to happen. Like, she will make you jealous in reverse. Like, she will, if she understands that you're doing it purposely, that you want to see her reaction, that you are testing her or she testing, however you want to call it, you also will feel very uncomfortable when she will do it to you. And we'll give you two examples. First example, I see that Western guys, when they come, not so much in the West, but still, like, they like to flirt with the waitress. They become very nice, and the woman is sitting there and thinking, wait a second, what is going on? Like, hey, I'm here, like, what is going on? So please don't make your
I mean, because it's not really a Ukrainian
it's
guy
not,
thing, eh?
no, Ukrainian guy will never do it. Like, you know, maybe people say, oh, you know, like whatever happening, but nobody see, like, if the guy is with his woman, he's with his woman only.
Yep.
And you should feel the waitress jealous that, you know, this woman has such a man like you. You need to, like, if your lady feel that you show her extreme care, extreme, like in front of other people's, she will appreciate that. But if you are flirting, like it's Ukrainian lady like when her man is like charismatic and he like joking around, but there's a thin line between being like playful and being like making her feel jealous and feeling uncomfortable. And the second thing is that Ukrainian ladies become very jealous for your female coworkers. So you need, before she is asking for that, because I always say to our clients, no matter what it is about, gifts, money, people, relatives, traveling, whatever, you need to be like in a chess, you know, you need to think one step ahead. So you need to make sure that she knows that you, for example, have female coworkers, and that is fine. They're married, they're in, like, do not never say that, oh, you know, this Mary, she is actually not married, or she always have a thing for me. Like, it's not what you should say to your lady, because you, like, it will be nightmare for you, first of all, because this woman will be very jealous. And I heard that firsthand, that the guy was saying like, oh, I have this Mary, she always like have a thing for me, I never was interested in her, but she's just calling me. Because for the woman it's like, okay, why do you tell me this? Like, do you want to make me worry? So if you have a female coworker, just make sure that your lady is aware of that, and that there's a very strong line between her and this woman, like, that is around. Maybe introduce her to you, like them, you know, like maybe introduce them, maybe you know, make sure that your lady feeling comfortable. Because if your lady will not feel comfortable and she will feel some danger, she will act very dangerous to you. And we did a video now, Ascent, like, if you don't know that, link in the description below. It's a new program that we created to help guys to decode Ukrainian ladies, to embrace masculinity and navigate the relationship, learn how to navigate them.
Yeah, you know, I think maybe we've all done it in our life, where we think that, okay, she's not giving me the reaction that I want. I'm not getting the attention that I want. So maybe if I make her a little bit jealous by maybe not texting her back, or maybe I'll post something on social media, or I'll tell her I'm going to go meet a bunch of friends which are, you know, females or something like that. We think it's going to make her closer to us, because she's going to think, I'm jealous and I don't want anyone else to have him. It depends on what level of the relationship it is. But for the most part, I think when it comes to a Ukrainian woman, and maybe all women, at the start of a relationship, they're just going to think that this guy is going to go off and he's going to cheat. So how much time should I invest into him? Unless you're like, you know, the ultra hyper high level guy, the 1% guy, then you could probably get away with it. That's fine. But if you're just a regular guy, just like most men, all you guys out there watching these videos, she's not going to be like that. She's going to think, okay, well, maybe I can do better than this guy who's probably going to cheat. Because her default setting is that you're going to go and cheat. You have to show her that you're probably not going to cheat. You're probably not going to be one of those other guys. So by trying to make her jealous and trying to get a reaction out of her, it's going to push her further away from you. You're going to be going backwards. If you're doing it because she's done something and it's triggered you, it's highly likely that this is a shit test. And by you reacting on that shit test in a way that's, aha, I'll show her, you failed the shit test, and in her eyes, you're not a competent man. And she probably wouldn't want to be in a relationship with you anyway. She's going to look somewhere else. So don't make those mistakes, and don't try and use jealousy as a way to bring her closer to you. It doesn't work with Ukrainian women. Maybe with the West it does. Maybe all these so-called red pill thought leaders that are out there that are saying that make her jealous, create this dread, she'll never leave you. Maybe they're right. I don't know. But they're talking about Western women, and we personally don't care about dating Western women.
I believe, one thing I will say at the end, that I believe that woman should respect her man, and she should have this fear of losing him, because like,
yes,
he's so good.
Yes.
She should have this feeling, and the guy probably as well, but we talk about ladies. So she need to feel that, you know, this man, he's like so good, like I'm so happy, I want to be with him forever. You know, this is the feeling that you want to build. But by making her jealous, it's not this, like, this feeling not gonna build. Like, it's not gonna bring you closer. Like, it's gonna make her feel worried, stressful. She will not be relaxing, because she need to want to be with you for who you are, for the traits, like for the care that you give her, for the hugs that you give her, for the, like, I don't know, for the security feeling that she feels next to you, not because she worried that you're gonna cheat, because it's lowest of the low, right? Like, she need to worry to lose you for who you are, and then you will be in a long, happy relationship. We see you in the next one.
See you later.